For this episode, I'm doing both Vinnie Vincent and Mark St. John because both of their respective tenures in Kiss were so short. Vinnie is interesting because there is one particular style of guitar that is the most iconic for him. But during the Creatures of the Night tour, Vinnie used a lot of different weird guitars. As we talked about in the Paul Stanley episode, Vinnie sometimes used Paul's BC Ridge Mockingbird. There was also a Les Paul. I don't believe it is a Gibson, but some copy, although I couldn't find specifically what it was. Early on during the tour, Vinnie briefly played a black Charvel. This guitar was a custom build inspired by one of Eddie Van Halen's guitars. This guitar was also used to record the Creatures of the Night album. Vinnie's most common backup, or the one that shows up the most in photos, is a red custom Strat style guitar. What exactly it is a bit of a mystery. It could potentially be a Guitar Man, which was a shop in New York owned by Richard Friedman. The logo on the headstock matches. Most likely, it is a Guitar Man neck on a Charvel body, but info is scarce. Which brings us to Vinnie's main guitar, a gold Jackson RR1. The guitar was designed by Ozzy Osbourne guitarist Randy Rhoads with Jackson Guitars, an asymmetrical flying V. Following Rhoads' death, Vinnie was the first professional guitarist to offer this model. The gold was of course inspired by Vinnie's makeup. Vinnie also played a black one with gold hardware. For the Lick It Up tour, Vinnie only played the Jackson Rhoads guitars in different finishes. One of his gold guitars was refinished pink, which became his main for the tour. He also still used the gold and black finishes. For Vinnie Vincent Invasion, Vinnie put his own twist on the design, adding a second set of V-wings, creating a sort of shadow or double V. Get it? VV? He played a pink and white one. When his relationship with Jackson soured, Vinnie took the design to several different companies, including Ibanez and Washburn, although those partnerships didn't last long. Moving on to Mark, he's both the easiest and the hardest to do. He only played 2.5 shows, so there aren't decades of different guitars, but that also means there isn't a ton of documentation of his gear. Mark used Jacksons. Grover Jackson was the one who suggested him for the band, after all. He primarily played a black Jackson soloist as seen in the Heavens on Fire music video. He also played another black Jackson model with dot inlays instead of the triangles. There was also a Strat style and a natural finish with the black pickguard. I assume it's another Jackson, but I'm not sure. And that pretty much covers it. Next week we'll be looking at Bruce Kulick's guitars.